Jeff Lake.
Tony, there have been other games this season where your guys did not shoot well, but they stayed in the game and found a way to win with defense and grit. What was lacking tonight?
Yeah, well, first, Purdue is an excellent defensive team. I saw that in this tournament against Florida State and ECU, and we've been struggling to shoot. We did get some open threes, but they weren't going in. But they just they took whatever they wanted away from us, and then they got whatever they wanted offensively. Matt, I've said this all along, is one of the terrific coaches out there, and I played here as a player and coached here, and I understand the intensity of this place and the physicality, and we didn't match that, and they played terrific. The young man got him going. Sasha got him going right away, bang, bang, with such a quick release, and we didn't have an answer for anything. But in our defense, which is what we've tried to hang our hat on when you're struggling to score, couldn't stop them inside, couldn't stop them outside, couldn't keep them off the glass. So those are usually it's a recipe for disaster. And, great atmosphere, terrific. It's as good as it gets.
I think Mike.
Tony Mamadi had 10 points in the first half, nothing in the second. Did they do anything different on him to take away kind of the only thing that was maybe working?
Yeah, I mean, he hit a couple outside shots, and he got some open looks, and they made it hard. They trapped the post when we threw it inside. That's what we tried to do, and that's tough. If you do that, you can get it out. You can find some open looks, but so they took any post-up opportunities away and basically made us a perimeter outside shooting team, which has been a challenge.
Just one in the front, right here.
What impact on the game or the matchups or whatever it may have been did it have that they played their two bigs together so much?
Yeah, well, that's the first time they've done that all year. I thought, again, the way they shot it, I mean, that's a lot of it's our defense, but 13 to 25 from three was impressive, and you're so aware of that because for us, we couldn't guard them one-on-one, so we would have to trap, which opened up some things. But they were setting good screens, and I think that's who we're playing, our 7-footer and our 6'10" guy. I think they just matched it with size, but they got great lifts from everybody. But that was effective, and we couldn't exploit. We got some ball screens, separate open looks for our bigs, but they just weren't dropped, and so then it got hard for us.
Okay. Bennett.
Coach, a lopsided defeat, but what can you take away from a game like this and maybe playing in this environment?
Yeah, we are inexperienced. I mean, that shows. You have Kihei, who's a sophomore in his second year, and then Mamadi. And really the rest of the guys haven't played a lot. Jay played at spot minutes last year. And then, Braxton's out for us. So we're playing some walk-ons, we're playing freshmen, we're playing, it's our inexperience and it showed in a big way. So you say, all right, you look in the mirror and try to be thankful for what it teaches you, as painful as it is. I told our guys, sometimes you got to figure out what gives us a chance. And this, I'm not saying we were hiding before, but this was a real physical, hard-nosed, tough team. That's what the ACC is about too. So we're going to have to tighten the screws and get better and better and find ways. Hopefully we can get Braxton back. But we've got a lot of improving to do. There's no question. And forget rankings and all that. That's just, there's not a big enough sample size. That stuff doesn't even matter. But when you go against a team that's that well coached and that intense and that physical, it kind of takes your breath away. And we played on our heels all game. And I had a feeling there's going to be extra motivation with that setting, but take that out of it. They cleaned our clock, and they deserve all the credit. We've got to respond.
Jeff, and then Mike again.
Is Braxton's injury one that will allow him to play with a cast the way Kihei did, and if so, could he be back?
I hope so. Yeah, he's in a cast, and it's just all about they take X-rays, they look how the healing is in the wound, all that stuff, and we'll kind of that's sort of he hasn't been able to even do anything to sweat yet from the surgery, so we'll get some update. And he probably is our most physical. He is our most physical, toughest rebounder. So in a setting like this with experience, you have to have some of that because they play volleyball on the glass and they want it.
Okay, Mike.
Tony, with North Carolina coming in and their tempo and the turnovers they force, how big a concern right now is ball security still, and what's kind of the message to get that correct?
Yeah, no, there's a lot of concerns out there. I mean, again, you look at the turnovers, offensive, all the things that you have to do it doesn't even guarantee you're going to win. We say if you want to just eliminate losing, you got to try to take care of the ball. You got to control the glass, and and get back, and we couldn't do those. So, of course, that's what this league is, and so, you know, it's, hopefully we'll be better at that, but you have to start with the ABCs and get as good as you can, and then, you know, you can sit there and say, well, we're not making shots, that's part of it, but in this one, we can control anything that we had in our power to control.
Two more, Mike and then Jeff.
Tony, first half, they were trapping you guys a lot and leaving shooters open. You ended up, I think, taking 15 of your 22 first half shots were three-pointers. Did you want them to take those shots? They were mostly open shots. It
Yeah.
wasn't they were taking bad shots, but they weren't going.
It's about all we could get because they are big and long and how they defend it. I'd say, you know, I don't know, 11 of those 15 or 10 of them, yeah, some of them you had to take and they were good shots. There's probably a couple where we got a little panicky and didn't need to shoot. And then, you know, when you get down that much and you feel it, your inexperience shows and you get a little, we can't just go create buckets and make plays. And again, when you're not being able to score inside against their size and you can't hit the outside shot, then you just got to keep trying to move the pieces and be great on defense to have a chance, and that wasn't happening tonight.
Okay, last one, Jeff.
Justin McCoy seemed to compete.
Yep.
He was in there. Were you happy with the minutes he gave you?
Sure. Yeah, no, he played hard, he played aggressive. You know what? You got to start looking at things, who's willing to compete and be physical in that game. So I didn't play him as much early, but this was Cody's first game back from his mono-leg virus, and you know he practiced well, but this was a bit much. Hopefully he'll improve. But yep, Justin McCoy, I thought, gave us a lift, if there's such a thing in a game like this, a lift, but he gave us some good minutes for sure.
All right,
Thank
we'll
you.
have a couple players available outside of our